You already started. You turned your passion into income. Time to level up. The Tourism Development Corporation's calling entrepreneurs ages 18 to 35 to enter the Blue, Orange, and Green Economy Pitch Competition on March 30th. If you're building something connected to tourism, this is your opportunity. This is your chance. Visit tdcbahamas.com to learn more about the different economies, program eligibility, and apply by March 23rd.
It's celebration time, especially for one local church with a rich legacy here in the Bahamas. Rhodes Memorial Methodist Church is preparing to mark a major milestone, its 70th anniversary, under the theme Honoring Our Legacy, Igniting the Future. For decades, the church has played an important role not just in spiritual life, but in building communities, strengthening families, and continuing the long-standing tradition of Methodism in the Bahamas, which dates back over 2 centuries. Now, it's time to reflect on what that journey is and the look that's ahead next. So joining us now to share more about the upcoming celebrations and what this moment means, Joyce Roll and Anya McIntosh. Welcome to It's Trending, ladies.
Hi. Thank you.
It's great to have you both here with us today. So Joyce, let's start with you. 70 years is a major, major milestone. So what does this anniversary mean to you personally and also to the church community?
Firstly, I'm super excited. I've grown up at Rhodes Memorial Methodist Church my whole life.
Wow.
And so for me, it's truly tying in the theme of faith, family, and community. I've grown up in the youth fellowship under Sister Rosalind Neely, the children's choir, with a lot of amazing women, including my mom, Sister Tamitha Roll, Sister Angela Nairn, Sister Gillian Bethel. And today, I'm still active as a steward in the church with the dance ministry, the children's choir. And when I think about the community, going back to years ago when we would go to the family islands to give back, we're still giving back in a special way within the community, the valley of where we're located on Montrose Avenue.
Wow. So the theme is Honoring Our Legacy, Igniting the Future. Can you break that down for us?
Sure. So I'm going to talk first about family. So Rhodes Memorial Church is a church that's based on family members. When you walk in, you're not a statistic. You're actually someone that our minister knows by name. And if our minister doesn't see you, I can guarantee you at least 80% of our church members know your name as you walk in the door. And we have family members like, you know, we have the Seymours and the Rolls, and of course, like my family as well, the Penn family.
Yes.
And so we focus on that a whole lot in church. We want to make sure that everyone feels welcome as they walk in the door. And that's what our legacy is about, right?
Wow.
It's about being wholesome together, faith together, growing. And then we also think about the legacy in the community itself. We're a citadel in the valley.
Yes.
We reach out to persons in the area, those persons who live right around the street, but even persons on the outside, and they're always welcome into Rhodes. And so for the future, this is what we expect. We expect to see more of that, more family members involved, the next generation of persons coming in to be a part of Rhodes, and inviting more and more persons from the community.
So beyond the anniversary service, what other activities or events are planned to mark this occasion? Joyce?
So I'll talk about a few and then I'll let Anya expand. Firstly, we have the grand 70th celebratory service on April 5th at 11 a.m. at Rhodes Memorial Methodist Church, and we invite one and all, those who were a part of us, you're still welcome, those who are with us, definitely, and those who may not even have a church home or want to do something different on Sunday, we welcome you to join us in a celebratory service. And that evening at 6 p.m., we celebrate also with an Easter concert. We'll have Miss Daisy, our Rhodes United Choir, the Region Bells. It's a really big celebratory time. And coming up on June 27th at Super Club Breezes, we will have our 70th Gala Anniversary Banquet.
Oh, wow.
And so we're very, very excited.
Lots going on.
Yes.
Yeah, we ensure that we have a lot to celebrate, and we do, right? We have a lot. that's happened over those 70 years. And so why overlook those one or two things that persons may see? No, we look at the grand scheme of things, everything that Rhodes has done over those years. And we're going to highlight them throughout the next couple of weeks, right up to leading to the ball.
Yeah.
So who is invited to be a part of these celebrations? Do you just want your church family to come, or anybody?
Anyone's invited, right? And it's a reflection of Rhodes. Anyone is invited. And so we want to include those persons that haven't been in Rhodes for a while, and we want to see those family members again, those who are a part of Rhodes now, and everyone who is a member of the church, they're active one way or the other.
Just be there.
And then we have Methodists, and everyone's allowed to come. Yes. Everyone's invited.
That's
It's going to
awesome.
be a grand time. So I'm excited.
And so, Joyce, remind us again, for those that are interested in attending, since it's everyone that's
Yes.
invited, where and when for the grand celebration, the kickoff.
Yes, so Sunday, April 5th at Rose Memorial Methodist Church on Montrose Avenue. And I like to remind persons who may be unfamiliar, we're right next to Sun Isles. 11 a.m. worship under Bishop Emeritus Reverend Theophilus Roll. He will be preaching that Sunday, so you're in for a treat. Sunday evening at 6 p.m., we have our grand He is Risen Easter celebratory concert. And coming up, the 70th anniversary gala banquet, Super Clubs Breezes. Tickets are $150. You can get them from the church office. Our email is rhodesmethodist@gmail.com. And we are inviting one, we're inviting all.
So, Anya, let me ask you, how do you hope that this anniversary inspires both current members and the next generation of congregants? Because obviously you have a lot of activities, but like you say, it's a family, it's a community.
Come and see a family. Everyone that walks in the door at Rhodes is a family member. So if you are a part of Rhodes now, you get to see your family and friends. And if you're not a Rhodes member, you get to see your future family members and friends.
Yes.
Well, such a beautiful milestone and testament of faith,
Yes.
community, and legacy. So thank you so much to you, Joyce, Anya, for joining us today and sharing this special milestone, or at least the preparations for this special milestone with us. So thank you again, ladies.
And thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. So when we return, we'll show you a local business thriving and stepping into the world of digital payments. Stay right there. What's trending in business? Who's making major money moves? And how's it shaping your future? This is Economics, your front row seat to the biggest stories in business, innovation, and finance. Powered by the Sand Dollar, the digital currency of the Central Bank of the Bahamas. It's fast, secure, Bahamian. We're breaking down the numbers, the news, and what it means to you. Tune in every Thursday at 6 p.m. for the trends, the insights, and the stories that matter. Get informed, get inspired, get in the mix with Economics.
Tired of looking at the same old kitchen? Step 1. Our talented recommended designer, Mark, crafts a custom design just for you. Step 2. Once your design is ready, CBS Bahamas makes ordering effortless. Your dream kitchen is within reach. Step 3. Our recommended installers bring your vision to life, ensuring every detail is perfectly in place. Sit back and relax as your dream space becomes a reality. Visit cbsbahamas.com and start bringing your home improvement dreams to life today.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. Out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
I'm Jordan, by the way. Tom.
From farm to table flavors to custom crafted designs, one local business is blending culture, creativity, and innovation in a truly unique way.
Economics, presented by Sand Dollar.
the digital Bahamian dollar. Today, we're putting the spotlight on a brand that truly celebrates the essence of the Bahamas, from flavors we love to the craftsmanship we admire. Seasonal Sunshine Bahamas is bringing a fresh, creative approach to both food and design, blending tradition with innovation in a uniquely Bahamian way. Joining us now are the flavor explorer herself, Tina Johnson, along with consultant Erin Green. Welcome to What's Trending, ladies.
Thank you, Jimenita. Glad to be here.
It's great to have both of you here with us. So, Tina, we're going to start with you. Seasonal Sunshine Bahamas is such a vibe. So tell us all what the brand is all about and what's the inspiration behind it?
Well, honestly, Jimenita, when I came home, I wanted mango juice. And I was looking around and there were tons of mangoes and no juice. And I'm like, do I have to do this? And the answer is absolutely yes, I had to do it. And once we told friends and neighbors, we were inundated with mangoes. I'm talking, we were processing 300-400 mangoes a day. And then it's like, well, you got juice, now what do you do?
What do you do?
Got juice. And then everybody wanted mango juice. And from mangoes, the ball just kept rolling. Mangoes, sea grape, ganap, even damson plum.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it just grew. So how did you come up with the idea to focus on indigenous fruits as well as local craftsmanship?
Well, I told you, we started with the mango, right? But then we looked around and we were like, well, we want Bahamian products. Everything, you know, our straw market has been overrun with things from other places. And we wanted something that we didn't have to personalize for everybody. People go to there are a few spots on the island to get local Bahamian craftsmanship.
Right.
But we were like, so where are the truly other things? We see conch shell, you know, we see a little coconut stuff, we see some straw bags.
And some wood carvings here and there, but you want a little bit more than that.
We want some more. So we're like, what do we have and how can we use it?
Okay.
So that became one of our mantras. What do we have and how can we use it? So we started to look around at everybody on our latitude, because, you know, we grow the same things. How do they use it? How can we use it? What do Bahamians like? What's our culture? And so we started looking around. Even this is from the Madeira tree.
Okay.
This is the outer seed carp. We turn them into key rings and Christmas ornaments.
Okay, so nice little handy things that you could hang.
And we've done workshops with kids. They enjoy just painting them and sanding them. So it became a whole vibe.
And I see you have some keychains closer to you as well.
Actually, these are our Christmas ornaments.
Oh, okay. I thought they were keychains. That's cute.
We've done some keychains, but we've got Christmas ornaments from, like, this one is for Long Island. And if you look on that side, we've got the Bahamas
and
flag.
Abaco as well.
Abaco. It was really a challenge this year because we were like, there's so many islands and each island is different.
So how do you bring it all together?
What is Cat Island known for? You know, how
Obey, and bush medicine, all kind of things, right?
All kind of things, but how do we make that a take-home? How do we make that a keepsake? How do we make it something you want to hang in your car, right? Or on your Christmas tree, or send to your brother who may not have been home in a while.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So you describe yourselves as flavor explorers. What kind of forgotten indigenous fruits are you discovering and reintroducing us to?
Well, Jimenita, do you know what this is?
I'm drawing a blank. I should know, but I don't know right in this moment.
This is the Bahamas calabash.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a gourd, but it grows on a tree.
Right.
It's actually the national fruit of St. Lucia, and it's used in the Philippines and in Haiti. But because we've had so much quick urbanization in a lot of areas, a lot of the trees are gone.
Right.
And people don't know what they are anymore.
Right.
Knowledge is lost. Because back in the day, before glass was prolific, they used to scoop these out and use them to bail the boats.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we got Calabash Bay, and Andros was named for the
Calabash.
Calabash.
I like that.
So we've turned them into luminaries. So when this comes on, you have light that's cast all over.
That is very unique. I could see where we're going with this uniquely Bahamian trend. So Erin, I know you've been there for a moment, but let's bring you into this conversation. Can you share a story of one fruit that inspired you, maybe in the taste, its history, or even the way it grows?
I think, well, if we start with the calabash, it is I think, unassuming. You would never suspect that indigenous people make a drink from the calabash. It actually has therapeutic properties for pancreatic conditioning, among other things. And it tastes like grape Kool-Aid. It's just amazing, right? Passion fruit has been another fruit that has inspired us to continue examining what is possible. Passion fruit is a non-narcotic sedative. You can boil the leaves, the shell of the fruit, or the flower for non-narcotic sedative tea, which is a treatment for insomnia, hyperactivity, hypertension. So if your kids come home from school with that rah, rah, rah attitude,
calm them right down.
Give them a cup of that and they'll be like, Mother, Father, I think it is time for us to play now. We are ready. It's just a wonderful, wonderful product just hidden in plain sight.
And
then
natural.
The beautiful thing about it is this, it wants to run, right? It will run on a fence, but it's searching for something that's living. And once it finds that, it's going to continue to search for something that bears fruit.
Okay.
And so if you have a tree that's struggling, but you want to get one last harvest out of that tree,
put some passion fruit.
let passion fruit go into it. You'll be surprised what happens.
That is very interesting. So I'm hearing a lot about juices, infused rums, and even gourmet condiments. So how are you turning these bush ingredients into boardroom products?
Okay, well, if you look on that lower shelf there, we have some proprietary blends. We've got one that we call Chick-Charney Delight. We also take our local thyme and put it in some Bahamian sea salt, which makes it a better take-home because it preserves the thyme and you get that lovely Bahamian sea salt flavor.
And like we said, we talked about the rums, and so all of it is just a matter of coming up with these wonderful concepts and packaging it. So this is a part of the Bahamas you're taking home with you, whether it's
dried mango.
a tea. Oh, dried mangoes too?
Yes, because if we live in the Bahamas and we have extra mango, why are we bringing in an imported mango?
This is
People put
true.
mango to the street, but then go in the store and buy it. So we can keep more of our dollars local.
That makes a lot of sense. So do you involve local communities in the harvesting or sourcing of these ingredients, or how does it work? You talked to us about how you got the mangoes early on, but what about the other products that you
Well,
use?
when we use tamarind, you know, Fox Hill is renowned for having a large variety of tamarind trees. And we will get those guys, those kids coming who want to make some school money. Hey, I need a sack of tamarind. Meet you here tomorrow. So
make it easy, eh?
Make it easy, you know.
And that is involving everyone in the process. So
you know, because rather than see the kids just kind of lost asking for $1 in the road, I'm like, you have
give
a
them
tree
something
in
to
your
do.
yard. Come make some money.
I like that.
Yeah.
So Erin, obviously this segment is powered by Sand Dollar, and I know you're a huge advocate for it. So why was it important for you as a local entrepreneur to move away from just cash only and embrace our national digital currency?
One of the overall aims of the company is to produce models that allow easy access to economic engines and the economy. So we build small models for people to gain economic agency quickly. A handful of fruit, a gallon of water, and a bottle of rum, and you're making world-famous rum fingers right off the start. And so to work with Sand Dollar meant that we were continuing to open access to the economy for smaller vendors, for people who are trying to develop economic agency. For us as vendors, it's always great to have an alternate payment option. We're always trying to negotiate with farmers and vendors for fruit. You typically have to pay them in cash. So it's great to have that Sand Dollar option when I decide to spend my rent money on a boat full of tamarind, right? Something to rely on. But as a vendor on the work site now, it's great to see people realize, oh, wait, yeah, no, I have Sand Dollar. I have a little extra money in my pocket. It's great to see young people, when their parents facilitate them using Sand Dollar at festivals. It's great to see the economic agency. Sometimes they feel like they're using a real credit card.
Right.
It has a safety mechanism. You're not going to lose your money. Even if you lose your phone, you're not going to lose your money. And I think parents feel safe with that. Younger customers feel safe with that. And it's always, I don't know if other vendors know this, but talking to customers about Sand Dollar is always an opportunity to sell.
This is true.
Right? It's always an opportunity to sell. So it gives us another avenue to engage our customers.
So it sounds like you talk a lot with your customers. So can you tell us a funny story maybe that you would have had an encounter with while using the Sand Dollar?
All right, so I don't know if people remember 2013. There was a bumper crop of mango along with okra, not sweet pepper, eggplant, tomato, and hot pepper with mango. At the Agribusiness Expo in 2013, we had so much mango, we were just sampling it. A young lady, very young, maybe 13 to 15, came up. I'd like to sample it. We gave it to her. She screwed up her face. She said, "What is this?" I said, "But it's mango lemonade." She said, "What? They don't taste like mango." So I said, "Ma'am," I said, "Young lady, what does mango taste like to you?" She said, "You ever had a Snapple?"
A snapper or Snapple?
Snapple.
Snapple?
Drink.
Oh, so that's
a store-bought drink. And then I realized that
she's not familiar with the indigenous
she's not familiar
flavors?
with the local mango.
Oh.
And the flavor that she's familiar with is an East Indian mango, right? And so it was just a shock to look at a young person say that this mango that came from the bull mango, which is the proper name for what we call the hairy mango, is not a real mango. All the ancestors came down within me trying to give her a lesson.
And I'm sure you gave her a great lesson, right? But Indy, do you have any tips for first-timers who want to pay with Sand Dollar when they visit your store?
Sit down and explore the app. Once you understand what the buttons are, it's just as easy as using a TV remote. It is the easiest thing. I think it's great for older users. And so I say, listen, just sit down with your phone and explore it. You will be surprised. It's just like a credit card. You have more options.
I like that. I like that. So how can persons connect with you online?
So you can find us on Facebook. We have a Seasonal Sunshine Bahamas page there. You can also reach us at 432-1757.
And, Jiminita, we're on TikTok.
Oh, you're on TikTok, too.
Yeah, we do
Take
stream
that.
on TikTok from events so people can know where to find us, you know, #242, what's happening in the Bahamas, what's trending. We usually just take a shot of what's going on wherever we are, just to let our followers know, because, you know, everybody under 50 is online all the time.
All the time is correct.
Don't disparage our over 50 crew. It's just me that's always in the bush looking for fruit.
So, Tina, what's the biggest lesson you've learned as a Bahamian entrepreneur blending tradition and innovation?
When you take something that people are accustomed to seeing one way and change it into something else, it's like you've turned on a light bulb in their head. So, yeah, you've had soursop, you've eaten it straight off the tree, or you've had ice cream. But have you had a popsicle? Okay? Have you had a glaze? Have you had a jam? Have you had a sauce? All these things can come from this one item, not because it hasn't been done this way or you don't know it this way. Is that going to take away from the fruit?
Awesome. Well, clearly, innovation is the name of the game. From traditional flavors to the Sand Dollar digital wallet, Tina and Aaron are showing us how to keep Bahamian culture alive in the modern world. So thank you both for joining us today. It definitely was a pleasure sharing your stories with us and making us remember what a taste of authentic Bahamian culture looks like. So thank you so much for that. Well, from a huge night of laughs kicking off tonight at Bahama to a chance for you and your bestie to live your best festival life. We've got your plans for the weekend covered. That's after the break.
Heaven, I'm in heaven. And my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. Out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
I'm Jordan, by the way. Tom.
Like, what are you grabbing all these pizzas, play?
Wait, Marcos, wait. We have a special on all the large one-topping pizzas, wait.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, that included, but
I need the $10 special plate. How many would you like? 20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it. The Marcos got that deal, boy.
trending in business? Who's making major money moves? And how's it shaping your future? This is Economics, your front row seat to the biggest stories in business, innovation, and finance. Powered by the sand dollar, the digital currency of the Central Bank of the Bahamas. It's fast, secure, Bahamian. We're breaking down the numbers, the news, and what it means to you. Tune in every Thursday at 6 p.m. for the trends, the insights, and the stories that matter. Get informed, get inspired, get in the mix with Economics. Thursday, but around here, the weekend starts right now. Tonight is the night. It's the final night of comedy at the John Batiste Jazz Club. Tony Rock, Leah Lamar, Brent Erst, and Mike Young are ready to bring the house down for the last time. If you haven't secured your spot at Bahama yet, what are you waiting for? Get those tickets, grab your crew, and let's end this residency with a bang. See you tonight. Now listen, if you missed that show tonight, don't worry, you might just have a laugh or laugh your way all the way to the desert to make up for it. Calling all festival fans, how does a VIP trip to Coachella sound? Heineken is handing out the ultimate golden ticket, flights, hotel, and VIP passes for you and your best friend. To get your name in the hat, just head over to any 700 Wines and Spirits, pick up a Heineken 6-pack, WhatsApp that receipt to 826-7687 or scan the QR code right here on the screen. Entries close April 2nd, so don't leave your bestie hanging. Get to 700 Wines and Spirits today. We're taking a quick break, but there's more What's Trending ahead when we return.
Behind every strong economy is a bold entrepreneur, and we're here to support them, island by island. On Long Island, we've helped 77 entrepreneurs turn their dreams into thriving businesses. Through over $1.9 million in approved funding, the SBDC is strengthening Long Island's economy by investing in its leading sectors: fishing, transportation, and agriculture. No matter the island, every business we support strengthens the economy, starting with yours. SBDC, Bahamas.
Thanks for tuning in, and remember, life's better when it's trending. Stay connected with us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS. Now, we're taking a break during Holy Week to recharge, reflect, and come back with even more stories, laughs, and vibes you love. So while we're gone, be safe and enjoy the holidays. We'll be back Tuesday, April 7th. So stay tuned and get ready for more trending moments. Happy Easter.
At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. Minister of Economic Affairs outlining government efforts to support Bahamians. Plus, the Grand Bahama Chamber president says they're doing their part to help residents take advantage of new opportunities. And a veteran educator remembered for a lifetime of service.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. After hours of debate, the motion was carried late last evening as the House of Assembly approved a loan for government to acquire shares in the Grand Bahama Power Company. House Speaker Patricia DeVoe announced it before cabinet ministers while the opposition registered its dissent.
It has been moved and seconded that the following resolution be agreed. Whereas the Grand Bahama Energy Company Limited is a company incorporated under the Companies Act 1992, Chapter 308 of the Statute Law of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, the company, bearing registration number 1501567. Now therefore be it resolved that this House approves the government of the Bahamas guaranteeing the repayment of all monies borrowed by the company under the loan agreement between the company and the banks in the sum of $200 million in order to acquire the purchased shares of the GBPC. As many are in favor, will remain seated. Those opposed will stand. The motion is carried.
Meantime, as concerns grow over the widening gap between rising costs and stagnant wages, Economic Affairs Minister Michael Alquitas says the government recognizes the pressure facing residents. While global factors continue to drive inflation, he says efforts remain focused on improving livable wages and helping Bahamians better manage daily expenses. Jolanda Thompson-Everest has the details in this report.
Amid global supply chain disruptions and inflation driving up fuel prices and the cost of living, Economic Affairs Minister Michael Alquitas acknowledged the growing pressure on household budget. He encouraged residents to take proactive steps where possible by reducing unnecessary consumption and explore all opportunities available to them.
You know, this is where the age-old advice comes into effect, where you got to save for a rainy day, and that involves individuals, that involves businesses, and it involves government, and that's the importance of planning and a lot of the work that we have been doing in terms of getting our fiscal affairs, the financial affairs of the government in order.
The Economic Affairs Minister says the Bahamas has not been immune to the impact, noting the government is encouraged by initiatives currently being developed to help ease the burden, including energy reform.
So we expect to see the benefits of that continue for households and businesses. So that would be one element that would lead to a sort of a mitigating of the impact. So that should lessen the impact a bit.
Senator Alquitas adds that this is a time of great uncertainty and urges residents to remain cautious. He says the rising cost of living is a major concern for Bahamians, explaining that because the country depends heavily on imported goods, global price increases are strongly felt locally. He also points to the government efforts to provide relief in 2022 through a minimum wage increase, while acknowledging that more work is needed to achieve livable wages.
Americans complain about the cost of goods in their stores. We will feel it as well. What we did do as a government back in 2022, we increased the minimum wage to bring some relief. Now, we know that there's more to be done as we gradually move towards a livable wage. But there is a gap in this time, even though our economy is growing. When you see that in the blink of an eye, global events can cause major disruption. And I just would suggest that, you know, in where people see that they can make some adjustments, to make those adjustments.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest.
Well, billions of dollars in potential developments are being eyed for Grand Bahama. But as momentum builds, questions remain about whether residents and businesses are prepared for what's ahead. In this report, the newly minted president of the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce outlines how the organization is helping the community get ready.
We know about a number of different developments and plans that the Port Authority has presented in terms of that's coming on stream. So we know close to $4 billion of investment is earmarked for Grand Bahama.
Billions of dollars in potential developments are in the pipeline for Grand Bahama, but questions remain about whether residents are ready to benefit. That uncertainty is why Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce President Ralph Hepburn says preparation is critical and the Chamber is doing its part.
We've started AI training so you can use AI as a tool to help you to be actively involved in what's coming. Infrastructurally wise, if you need to upgrade your skills, there's skills. NTA can help, working with us will help us to get you in the right place. SPDC, we now we're waiting the finalization of the MOU with them and how they can come in and provide training in terms of grant writing and getting funding for businesses.
At the same time, the island's economy has been unpredictable, heavily reliant on tourism and the industrial sector. He says while those industries remain important, Grand Bahama cannot afford to rely on just one, adding that finding new areas for growth will be critical to long-term stability.
Grand Bahama was designed for maritime. Why isn't the maritime ministry here in Grand Bahama? If we have that, we can develop the port even more and not just be a tourist hub, but to really develop shipping, international shipping. We have a lot of land out down by the harbor, even though hurricane don't fare us well with it, but we can use that to grow the importation, exportation of container ships. Growing in terms of education. People can come to the Grand Bahama to see the various diversities of forestry.
And with global pressures like rising oil prices and supply costs already impacting the island, Hepburn says the future of Grand Bahama will depend on how well residents prepare, adapt, and position themselves for what's ahead.
We can prepare in advance while we have an opportunity. We can find ways of working together. One of the things that we look at, small businesses can now join together, become a block of businesses to increase their purchasing power, to import things quicker before the prices really start to get out of the way.
Well, on to some sad news. A trailblazer in education is being remembered tonight for a lifetime of service, faith, and leadership. Veteran educators are paying tribute to Joyce Pinder, who passed away on Monday, March 23rd. Officials describe her as a devoted wife, mother, and a strong advocate for women and children. Our Sherelle Dame spoke with educators reflecting on her legacy.
From the classroom to national leadership, Joyce Pinder's impact spanned decades, serving as a teacher, principal, and education officer. Retired educator Cecil Thompson says her influence extended far beyond titles.
She was just an extraordinary educator who made tremendous contribution to our country at various levels, right? I was long retired when she retired from the Ministry of Education. But I understand even in retirement, some of these officers would say she continued to do voluntary work in the schools.
Former colleague Merton King recalls her as a leader who prioritized people, creating spaces where educators felt valued and supported.
She was also a mentor, not only to me, but to the teachers. She wanted teachers to feel empowered and to be the masters of their classroom. She did not want them to be afraid should any of us come in, even during evaluation time. She wanted them to feel comfortable that we were there to help.
While former educator Hezekiah Dean says her approach to leadership was rooted in structure and discipline, and he notes that her professionalism helped shape the journey for many others.
She was a welcomed addition to the Jack Haywood staff when she came, because whether you know or not, it was always difficult to find somebody to head that department, and she did a wonderful job. I saw a wealth of experience, confidence, and competence.
Outside of education, Pinder managed her time perfectly, wearing many hats as she was deeply involved in community life. Through her church, the Adoption Committee, the Birthday Club, and as a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, friend Gayleen Pinder remembers her this way.
She was organized. She was so methodical about everything that she did. She managed her time so well. That is one of the things that I learned from her.
Mrs. Joyce Pinder will be remembered as a woman of faith and purpose. Many say her legacy will live on through the countless lives she's touched. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Sherelle Dames.
And still to come.
Oyo Tropical hosts a job fair at St. George's High. We'll have that story, sports, and more straight ahead.
Step into a life of luxury and convenience with the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card. From earning premium cashback rewards on every dollar spent to enjoying comprehensive travel insurance, shop with confidence, knowing your purchases are protected. Our Platinum Concierge service turns your requests into reality, wherever life takes you. Let the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card be your passport to exceptional experiences. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
It's a big weekend at Dolly Madison. On March 27th and 28th, it's Dolly's excellent early Easter deals. Get 25% off store-wide. It's the perfect time to get everything you need to spring into the next season. That's March 27th and 28th. 25% off the entire store. Now that's some excellent savings. Open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Dolly Madison.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
This is definitely the time for BAMSI to continue to build on the progress that we have made. There's now drone technology. There's now year-round container farming. You have hydroponics. You have aquaponics. You have precision farming. There have been record numbers of enrollments, record numbers of flat fishing certifications. We've had record enrollments in our online courses. Students from across the family of islands. Because in BAMSI, we're not just cultivating produce, we're cultivating producers.
Don't miss Third Dimension's pre-Easter store-wide sale. Get 20% off store-wide and 15% off tiles, March 27th and 28th. Shop in store on Yellow Pine Street or online at thirddimension242.com. Third Dimension, everything you need for less. Big savings are here. The Do It Center is having a 2-day store-wide sale. Enjoy 20% off store-wide. Plus Saturday only get 30% off kitchen cabinets. Happening March 27th through the 28th from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit them today on Grand Bahama Highway. Do It Center. Let's get it done.
Get your hats ready for the Rose of Sharon Hat Show presented by the Women's Ministries of Community at Heart Tabernacle, Church of God of Prophecy on Coral Road. Come hat ready on March 29th at 5 p.m. and join in this fundraising event.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
I still want to put shoes on your feet.
I want to put some shoes on your feet.
And I still want to put shoes on your feet.
We still want to put shoes on your feet.
2 locations to put shoes on your feet. Downtown Freeport, and now our newest location in the Carmichael City Shopping Plaza, right behind the Walk-Up Wendy's, Carmichael Road West.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Opening doors to opportunity for young Bahamian students at St. George's High School got a first-hand look at the working world during a job fair hosted by Pollo Tropical. Seniors and teachers alike welcomed the initiative, saying it gives students a valuable chance to explore career paths and make informed decisions about their future. Shalia Roll reports.
Students at St. George's High School were given a first-hand look at life beyond the classroom as a job fair hosted by Pollo Tropical brought together businesses and government agencies aimed at shaping their future. While the principal at St. George's High said initiatives like this are crucial in helping students explore possibilities and make more informed decisions about their future.
Community-minded section started with St. George's High because they're in our proximity. So we made the decision to partner with St. George's, in which way could we partner with the school more than to find pathways for kids to graduate and get a job? So we put that together. We met with the leadership at St. George's, and we decided one of the first ventures in our partnership would be a career fair for the students that's graduating this year.
Important venture because we have a lot of our grade 12 students that are coming out of school, and some of them will be going to college, and some of them will be going to the workforce. So this provides an opportunity to expose them with opportunities that are available right here in Grand Bahama.
Among the organizations in attendance was the Bahamas Department of Immigration, which used the opportunity to educate students about the various career paths within the department.
Very important to let the students know that it's more than just enforcement that we do at Bahamas Immigration. We have a lot of students who think it's just that, and they have a different skill set or expertise that they could offer, but they don't know that. So it's important to let them know the different areas of expertise that we have, and it's a wide department with lots of sections.
Students who attended the fair described it as a valuable experience. Many said it helped them better understand the options available and gave them a clearer idea of potential career paths.
Around here that we don't know what they do and all of the opportunities that they offer, which is why I believe it's very important, because coming out of grade 12, you don't always know what you want to do. And seeing the businesses around and the different careers that you can go into might give you an idea of which avenue and which path that you want to take when you come out of high school.
It's important to allow us as 12th graders to see the opportunities that we have in our community in case we already know what we want to do, some of us don't.
But a lot of my peers don't know what they want to do, so I think being exposed to opportunities like this allows them to have that insight and all those pre-information about what they want to do.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
Great story, Shalia. In other news, a young Grand Bahamian student is spreading hope and helping the needy in a very unique way with help from a local philanthropist. Our Matthew Monambaro shares more in this story.
Meet Nova Williams, Grace Christian Academy's head girl and the architect behind the Little Nova Pantry, right off of Trotter Avenue within the area locally known as Back of Town. With assistance from family and friends, Nova says the idea of a free and open needs pantry came from seeing the hardships some locals experienced during the holiday season.
I came up with this idea since last year around the Christmas time because I was driving through and I saw people on the streets and stuff. They looked hungry and stuff, so I just came up with the idea.
The pantry is located in a recognizable space for some, the property of longtime leader of the Pasadon Freeport Group, Mary Ramming, who expresses her pride and excitement for the unique initiative Nova started.
You don't see many kids doing this, you don't see kids doing this who have the heart to give, to share, and you can see it in her, the love, the wanting to help, so I like it.
With already one pantry stocked and ready to go, the stellar pupil says there's more plans in the very near future with hopes to achieve her lofty goal.
I plan to put it all over Freeport. So my goal is try to achieve that no one will miss a day or have to feel the pain of missing a day of not eating.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
A man staying true to his word to keep his community clean. One day after airing his frustration with the ZNS News, Leroy Reckley hit the streets, beginning the cleanup himself. Bags of trash lined the roadways as he gone to work. He says this is just the start and hopes others will follow his lead.
I have to finish the job. The first start of it, I went back yesterday and completed. The bags in the canal, I removed them and I put them for sanitation to move them. So if the trash is on the road and it's in the bush and it's there a very long time, what's happened? We end up with rats, we end up with roaches, okay? And so we have to clean it.
Well, we're still celebrating Police Month, and tonight we salute our Facebook friend of the day, Ronella Hinsey. We thank you so much for your support and years of dedicated service. And now to look at stories making news. Shane, what's happening in sports?
Well, we got a major basketball tournament underway, plus Joanna Evans has high praise for the group this year.
Awesome. Thanks, Shane. Well, don't go away. Sports is coming your way next, right after the break.
See news in the making? Call us at 352-9713 or 359-5167 or you can email us at ZNS3news@gmail.com.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
We wanted to introduce persons that have never been in the gym into the gym. And the way we do that is by bringing them into a boot camp, introducing them to like cardio on the road, core training, aerobics training, and stuff like that. And then we introduce them slowly into a little bit of training in the gym. So eventually they can graduate into going to the gym. That's the whole purpose of NASFIT boot camp.
My name is Danico, aka Pretty Lifting.
My name is Nico Udit. I'm from Trinidad.
What by Johnny here. My role is just to push and motivate clients to get through the workout. No matter how hard it is, you push yourself and commit.
With the first one we did, the community loved it because we put out all those results.
It's gonna be fun, you're gonna get in shape, and 1 foot in the door is better than
It's
none.
summers in 2 months, so let's go. I'm an official trainer at the NASFIT Boot Camp.
I'm an upcoming trainer at the NASFIT Boot Camp. You don't wanna miss this. See you there.
I'm Coach Allstate. I'm one of the official trainers in the upcoming boot camp. You can reach us at 806-4238 or 458-5775. WhatsApp or call.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family. The brands you're looking for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Tired of the endless bank fees and long lines? The Grand Bahama Cooperative Credit Union is the solution to making your money work for you by providing you with free financial counseling, higher interest on savings plans, and lower interest rates on loans. Savings products such as Christmas and vacation clubs, fixed deposits, and annuity savings allow our members to prepare for today and tomorrow without all of the hassle. With GBCCU 352-4139.
Welcome to the ZNS Total Sports Cape, everyone. I'm Shane Stubbs. The Honorable Mario Bole Best of the Best Basketball Classic is officially underway. And the Westminster Diplomats kick things off with a 48-43 win over the Tabernacle Falcons. Here's Coach Gary Camp following the W.
We take one game at a time. We take one game at a time, and, you know, there's going to be some good, stiff competition here. And, you know, like I said earlier, it was a little sloppy. It was a little sloppy game, but a win is a win.
Michael Jean-Pierre led the way with 14 points. The Diplomats unleashed a 1-3-1 press from the jump ball and rode that wave to victory. And it's something they've garnered success from all season.
We know what's our bread and butter play, so we actually stick with our press the whole season. And you can look for it to come at you anytime. So we normally start off with a 1-3-1 press, which we've perfected throughout our season.
The Sunland Stingers also started the tournament off on a positive note by putting down the Jockeyville Wildcats 32-23, led by Silvano Gibson, who erupted for a game-high 17 points. And in a defensive slugfest, the R.M. Beatty Pacers were prevailed with a 33-25 win over the St. George's Jaguars. Woodson Antoine led the Pacers with 6 points. Meanwhile, the Carifta swim team is seeking their 8th straight Carifta title this coming Easter weekend down in Martinique. Amazed by their sustained success is Carifta medalist turned Olympian Joanna Evans, who played a huge role in Team Bahamas starting this unprecedented run.
I mean, we one of my last Cariftas, we won the first ever. That was a big to-do, and so it was like we finally beat the Martinique, Trinidad, Jamaicas to win our first, and so now that they're going back to back to back to back, it's exciting, but they got to keep that ball rolling. All those kids are doing well. They they get there, they do well. And even sometimes, like, the younger ones kind of have to figure it out a little bit, but that's part of it. It's your first time. And some of those older ones are starting to be, a little better at, like, hey, you're doing well at the Crifty, you're doing well past that as well. So if I had to guess, they're looking good.
And in some collegiate track and field news, Grand Bahamian Shatalia Dorset opened her outdoor season with a silver medal performance at the Black and Gold Challenge for the Georgia Southern Eagles. She'd win her heat clocking 53.95 seconds, but was bested by unattached athlete Leah Phillips. Dorset will also be named the Sunbelt Conference Track Athlete of the Week. And that's your sports fix this evening. Your local forecast is next. I'm Shane Stubbs. Catch you all on the rebound.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
New roads and airports are connecting our islands. Energy reform is bringing electricity prices down, while young Bahamians are stepping up, gaining new skills for new opportunities. Respect for workers. Support for entrepreneurs. We're modernizing energy and infrastructure across our islands and preparing Bahamians to succeed in a new economy. Transformations this big take time. Let's choose progress.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
I still want to put shoes on your feet.
I want to put some shoes on your feet.
And I still want to put shoes on your feet.
We still want to put shoes on your feet.
2 locations to put shoes on your feet. Downtown Freeport, and now our newest location in the Carmichael City Shopping Plaza, right behind the Walk-Up Wendy's, Carmichael Road West.
We are the mother of glass for the Bahamas. GB Glass has been in existence for over 50 years. I want to introduce you to some of our new product from Corallo Doors. We have the store front door, we have the front door, and we have the garage door. And GB Glass will be the distributor for the Caribbean, which includes Nassau and all of the other Caribbean islands. We are located on Logwood Road, across the road from the MSC building next to the $2 store. And you can find us here from Monday to Friday. Our phone number here is 242-727-4617 or 242-352-4618 or gbglass at 242@gmail.com or on Facebook.
Get a jump on your health and fitness goals with the Fitness Connections Transformation Challenge. We've already helped hundreds of people get closer to their health and fitness goals and achieve awesome results like you see here. You can scan the QR code to find out more. But let me tell you what all comes with the challenge. One, you get 20% off coupons to the Fitness Connection every 2 weeks. You get coaching calls with us on Zoom. You get accountability, us checking in on you. And you also get the chance to win $1,000 and other prizes if you are the winner. So what do you have to lose? $50, you can have a chance to win $1,000 and get the body of your dreams. So scan the code now, sign up. We're here to help you.
Your #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Here's a live look at the Bahamas Tonight. They're coming your way next.
In 2000.
ZNS TV 13 for the Urban Renewal Authority National Speech Competition this Friday, March 27th at 3:30 p.m. to see who will be crowned national champions in the primary, junior, and senior divisions. That's the Urban Renewal Authority National Speech Competition this Friday at 3:30 p.m. on the ZNS Network.
I don't know, but what kind of cars is this parking road? You ain't even know where to park. Yeah, just don't park in the, look at this way. Like, you ain't get nowhere to go. Don't park him. Just don't park in the handicap spot. Yeah, that's handicap spot. No, you can't park in the handicap spot. I ain't gonna be that long. I ain't gonna be that long. Handicap spot, boy, what's going on, dog? I tell you we shouldn't park here now. This way parking, man. I tell you we shouldn't park here. Don't get one of these things. My bad, big broke, and he get a sticker inside this.
At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, contracts signed and the beneficiaries are residents of the Prime Minister's multi-island constituency of Cat Island, Rum Cay, and San Salvador. Plus, an appeal for an end to the recent wave of gun violence. And the Department of Inland Revenue putting in the work to ensure they're fully ready for what's to come April 1st. The Bahamas tonight, the National Report starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. A departure from the norm for the Prime Minister, who spent several hours today island hopping his constituency. From healthcare to infrastructure, major developments unfolded in Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rum Cay, with new clinics now in operation. It marks a significant step towards expanding healthcare services across the Family Islands. Desmond Saunders starts us off tonight in San Salvador.
Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, calling today a red letter day as the government officially opens its $2 million healthcare facility providing essential healthcare services to San Salvador residents.
It is an investment into the health and well-being of this community and a commitment to ensuring accessible healthcare reaches every part of our country. That's our commitment. Because access to healthcare matters. Where you live to never determine the quality of care you receive. For too long, families on our Family Islands have had to navigate distance and limited service when time was of the essence. Today, we take another step toward changing that reality and closing that gap.
Now, this new healthcare facility includes laboratory and pharmaceutical services. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. the Honorable Michael Doble, says the opening of this facility is part of a bigger national push.
What you see behind me is a commitment from our Prime Minister that is clearly articulated in our blueprint for change that we will move swiftly to bring the United States Clinic in full operation, fulfill the heads of agreement by Club Med, and to ensure that we attract direct foreign investment, particularly touristic investment, here to the island of San Salvador.
The opening of this new San Salvador clinic, a critical investment with real impact. Here in San Salvador, Desmond Saunders, The Bahamas Tonight.
Cat Island also welcoming a brand new modern medical facility. Doors open today at the new $2 million healthcare clinic over in Obi. The clinic fully equipped to handle emergencies and features a dedicated urgent care wing, full laboratory services, and an on-site pharmacy to meet prescription needs as well as ambulance services. Area MP Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis says the opening is a key piece of the government's mission to bridge the gap in healthcare services across the archipelago.
From day one, my government has dedicated itself to strengthening our healthcare system and expanding access. We have since opened a new accident and emergency unit at the Princess Margaret Hospital. And we have upgraded and expanded the emergency entrance on Elizabeth Avenue. But openings like this beautiful clinic before us today demonstrate a broader commitment beyond Nassau.
We can also tell you tonight that the government has officially signed a contract for the construction of a new airport terminal on Rum Cay. Tourism officials say the project forms part of the ongoing Family Island Renaissance initiative aimed at boosting economic activity and attracting both domestic and international visitors. Now, the new terminal, valued at over $900,000, will span approximately 25,000 square feet. The contract signing taking place this morning at the Rum Cay Airport with both the Prime Minister and his deputy, the Honourable Chester Cooper, in attendance.
Rum Cay is one of the treasures of our country. It is rich in beauty, rich in history, and rich in potential. And this island deserves infrastructure that reflects that promise. And so today, this signing is also a statement of confidence in Rum Cay. We promote Rum Cay. Rum Cay we promote to the world as one of the 16 island destinations. The new airport terminal to come is a project that speaks directly to the future of this island.
Well, back here in the capital, 3 resolutions all related to land and the transfer of land from the Treasurer to the Minister of Housing debated in the upper chamber today. The lands include 30 acres in Town, approximately 30 acres in the Pitt Road area, and 60 acres in Georgetown, Exuma. The transfers are to facilitate the government's housing program and the settling of land title deeds. Moving the resolutions, Leader of Government Business in the Senate, the Honourable Michael Alquitas, who suggested the government take a look at added ways to incentivize construction.
We need to look at modular construction where the cost can come down, but still have construction that can withstand all of the hurricanes, and then with modern technology, those things can be done. It's just a matter of making sure our inspectors and regulators can approve and pass these modular units. But there has to be more supply. I'm very, very encouraged by the fact that our Minister of Housing has begun to put up compulsory acquisition notices on some abandoned and derelict overgrown properties in certain parts of New Providence, with the intention of acquiring these properties, compensating the owners for the fair value, and using that property to provide more housing, either in terms of rental units or government affordable housing.
Meantime, Leader of Opposition Business in the upper chamber, Senator Darren Henfield, using his contribution to call on young men in the country to lay down their weapons and end the vicious cycle of revenge and senseless killings. This in the midst of ongoing gun violence in the country.
Yeah. Does it end, Madam President? I know it's now a constant refrain, but I again ask, beg, implore our young men to lay down your guns before destroying more lives. Stop for a moment to seriously consider the full consequences of your actions before taking up a gun and pulling a trigger. It doesn't make you a bigger man. It doesn't make you a stronger man. In fact, it's the coward's way out, because it's the easy way out.
Well, before heading on to the Senate, House members wrapped up debate on those 2 resolutions that allow the government to borrow some $280 million to complete its acquisition of the Grand Bahama Power Company. Energy Minister, the Honourable JoBeth Colby-Davis, last evening argued that the case for government action is clear, charging that Grand Bahama must be a priority and not an afterthought, and its residents deserve reliable energy supply like the rest of the country.
When you compare where Grand Bahama is today with what BPL has already built across the rest of the Bahamas, on resiliency, Grand Bahama's added solar, but integrating renewables requires major upgrades to your power lines, substations, and your control systems. BPL has already done that work, delivering a 45% reduction in outage frequency and 30% less downtime. We will be bringing that proven infrastructure to Grand Bahama.
Minister Colby-Davis insisting that the GBPC's transformation will also lead to lower energy cost for residents.
Now, Grand Bahama consumers in the most vulnerable bracket pay a base rate of 17.56 cents per kilowatt hour. That's before fuel. Under our rate, the Energy Rate Adjustment Program, those consumers in the most vulnerable bracket pay zero on the base rate.
Well, that is coming off your grocery bill, but with just days to go, the big question is, are stores actually ready for the switch? Leah Cooper spoke with Inland Revenue and files this report.
The countdown is on. In just a few days, value-added tax disappears from hundreds of unprepared food items. And yes, that means your grocery bill should finally breathe a little easier. But before April 1st rolls in, the Department of Inland Revenue is making one thing crystal clear. Nobody gets to say, I didn't get the memo. They're going full court press, hosting a financial symposium meeting with vendors and basically leaving no stone unturned. Training and Communications Manager Beaumont Todd says they've already been in talks with vendors, walking them through exactly what changes are coming and how to handle them.
Well, I know we've had a number of meetings with some of the vendors and stuff, speaking about the changes that are going on. We were just waiting for finalization in terms of how that was going to be affected. What we're having here today with the symposium, one of the means that the persons who have questions and queries, they can come to get assistance and roll out with that. But we will probably most likely have one or two more basically meetings virtually to assist and speak on that matter as well, to update the public with those changes as we also get instructions.
Now, while the government is promising to work hand in hand with retailers to make this rollout smooth, not everyone is totally relaxed. Economic Affairs Minister, the Honorable Michael Halkitis, says some grocers are concerned, especially when it comes to the accounting side of things. Switching systems isn't exactly a flip the switch situation, so could there be a delay?
That would be something that we wouldn't be able to authorize until Parliament actually gives us directives with that. But we do try to work along with the consumers and our clients to the best of our ability to make sure that we are able to assist them in giving them the information that they need so that they can actually be prepared in this matter.
Still, officials insist that this isn't their first rodeo. Todd compares the rollout to past zero-rated initiatives like those back-to-school VAT breaks, saying they've done this before and know the drill. And if anyone's still confused, Todd says they're one phone call away.
They can always reach out to us, whether directly or to come in, so that we can assist them in that regard.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Coming up, an update on Chanty Town demolitions. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the national report. There's more news in a moment.
Step into a life of luxury and convenience with the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card. From earning premium cashback rewards on every dollar spent to enjoying comprehensive travel insurance, shop with confidence, knowing your purchases are protected. Our Platinum Concierge service turns your requests into reality, wherever life takes you. Let the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card be your passport to exceptional experiences. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
John, I just found out that KFC has an irresistible promo.
Crunch into the juicy flavor of the new KFC Wrap Star, a classic made modern that's crunchy, melty, and grilled to perfection for all the journeys of your day. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
It's definitely the time for BAMSI to continue to build on the progress that we've made. There's now drone technology, there's now year-round container farming, you have hydroponics, you have aquaponics, you have precision farming. There have been record numbers of enrollments, record numbers of flat fishing certifications. We've had record enrollments in our online courses. Students from across the family of islands. Because in BAMSI, we're not just cultivating produce, we're cultivating producers.
Introducing the Easy Renew portal, brought to you by the National Insurance Board. Renewing your national insurance card has never been easier.
I can renew our cards right from the comfort of our home.
And it's so convenient.
Wow. Whether you're at work or studying hard at the library, even when you're on the go or enjoying retirement.
This is so easy.
Day or night, the Easy Renew portal is there for you. Easy Renew portal. Convenience at your fingertips.
Welcome to BPATH. Come with me. I want to give you a quick tour of the Bahamas Polytechnic Accreditation and Training Hub. Come on in. I'm excited. You're going to keep me in shape today. BPATH will offer classes in AI, robotics, engineering, solar energy, family and consumer science, hybrid mechanics. This is going to be a center of excellence. BPATH grads will receive professional credentials, making them certified and job ready. I wish I brought my tennis shoes. The education really is about how we develop the potential of young people, but also how we fuel their aspirations. It's going to be great. BPATH is on its way. Registration is opening soon. Look forward to seeing you there.
Well, you're looking at a shot of the glass window bridge in Eleuthera, rough on one side, calm on the other. And that shot courtesy of a very good friend, Kyson Miller. Welcome back. Their voices often the ones that go unheard, but the Member of Parliament for Exuma is giving young people a platform, encouraging the island's youth to speak openly and candidly on issues that matter to them during an event in Georgetown, Exuma, Wednesday. Cleopatra Murphy has the details.
Young people on the island of Exuma got their chance to voice their concerns and hear directly from the island's Member of Parliament through a youth forum dubbed A Chat with Chester Wednesday evening. Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honourable Chester Cooper, fielded questions in the open forum, where top among the concerns of the youth that will make up a part of the electorate in the upcoming general election were the expansion of public transportation on the island, opportunities for young people and the healthcare system, an area the island's MP admits enough progress has not been made.
I've donated an ambulance in an effort to help, but the process is taking time. It's high on my calendar of initiatives to handle during the next term in office, God's willing. And we will continue to bring support from the government to this issue.
Cooper took questions from persons in the audience as well as online and highlighted various initiatives the Davis administration has undertaken that will benefit the island's residents, inclusive of the youth demographic. He says Exuma's economy is booming, employment on the island is high, and 22% of residents are self-employed by choice. With the island facing a housing shortage and some concern over the high cost of rent, the minister says government is also addressing that, having tabled a resolution in the House of Assembly this week to transfer 68.4 acres of land to the Ministry of Housing to construct affordable homes on Exuma.
People now, instead of paying rent, will be able to build their own home. If you're paying $1,200 for a one-bedroom apartment here in Exuma, you can pay your mortgage for a 2 or 3 bedroom house with that same money.
Cooper says that too often leaders talk to young people but don't listen, and he wanted to let them know their voices count and appraise them of the access to various grants and programs government offers, from BTVI to Upskill Bahamas.
I've had a great opportunity coming from Exuma as a young boy from Forbes Hill, an obscure little community, growing up with very little, and I've had a good life in business, opportunity to serve in government at the highest levels, and therefore I want to inspire them today to be more involved, more engaged, and participate in our country.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
And speaking of Exuma, the Civil Aviation Department's investigation into the death of a 76-year-old man who died after his family says an air ambulance was unable to land after runway lights were off at the Exuma International Airport is complete. However, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honourable Chester Cooper, says he is still reviewing that report into the incident that occurred in mid-February. The minister says he's constrained by what he can say, as the family is still grieving and have not yet buried the deceased.
One point is there are recommendations. Those recommendations have been cascaded to the persons responsible. This is a highly regulated environment, and we are committed to doing everything that we can to ensure that these type of incidents don't recur. But as the minister responsible for aviation, I am mindful that this is a regulated business. Safety is the #1 priority. The regulators are independent authorities. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Bahamas has investigated in a very objective way, and we're going to accept the recommendations of the report.
Back here in the capital, a tragic end to Wednesday's traffic mishap at the junction of Western and Nelson Roads. Police confirming this afternoon that the 85-year-old passenger of the golf cart involved died while receiving care. As we reported, the driver of a Mini Cooper was traveling south when he collided with the golf cart. Both occupants of the cart were seriously injured. Despite best efforts, the elderly man succumbed to those injuries. The matter remains under active investigations. Well, we can also give you a heads up that more Chanty Town demolitions are slated for a number of islands. This much coming from Public Works Minister, the Honorable Clay Sweeting, who says the ministry's team is in the final stages of preparation.
We have already assessed areas and provided notices to communities in the Wellfield, as well as in North Andros, as well in Montgomery here in New Providence. So they are the next steps and next communities or next Chanty Towns that we'll be dealing with.
This portion of the news is brought to you by folk called Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Wait, where you grabbing all these pizzas, boy?
Wait, Marcos, wait. We have a special on all the large one-topping pizzas, wait.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, VAT included, but.
I need the $10 special plate.
How many of them would you like?
20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it. The Marcos got that deal, boy.
Tasha, what you saying? Girl, right here, rushing to cash J.S. Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance. Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online. Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for the online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for J.S. Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind.
If you live in the Bahamas, this is the one product that can save your home during a storm, and most people don't even know it. This isn't a regular window. This is hurricane impact rated, thick, heavy, and built to last for when the winds shift. See how it doesn't rattle? Cheap windows dance in the wind. This one stays locked. The frame is reinforced. Wind stays out, noise stays out, water stays out. If you want your home to stay protected when the weather gets real, visit us at We Buy You Sell on Robinson Road. WhatsApp us at 636-8412 or visit our website, wbusbahamas.com.
Are you ready? We're getting closer. This Easter weekend, history comes back home. Keep the Bible Live Music Group, Bahama and the Rocktown Homecoming Committee proudly presents Return of the Boatman Show. In Rocktown and Luther, April 3rd and 4th, 2 nights, 1 stage. One unforgettable homecoming featuring KB, Mama D, Sweet Emily, Shine 242, Johnny K, Fan Shaw, Sherrod Taylor, Ira, Rico Bahama, all backed by the Pond Band and hosted by DJ Rap with music from Luther's and Nassau's top DJ. High energy all night. This Easter weekend culture, music, and people unite. For the biggest homecoming in the 242. Powered by ESC Distributors, The Beauty Shack, The Plug, Missouri, and your favorite radio station. April 3rd and 4th, the Boatman Show is back at the Rocktown Homecoming site in Luther. We outside.
Back at Little Caesars and good. Our popular Chicago-style pizza is back for a limited time only. Enjoy this delicious, thick, buttery crust pizza that's packed with layers of cheese, meats, and veggies for just $18. That inclusive. Now available at all 5 of our locations. Little Caesars, Oakville, Carmichael Road, East Street, Pineapple Plaza, Charles Saunders Highway, and One East Plaza.
Pizza.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Well, it's about that time to check on in with Royston and Marlena for a sneak peek of Access Now.
Well, Makushla, we've got some familiar faces from your feed showing up tonight. We're going to have some social media creators talking to us all about the meeting that's coming up on Sunday. We're going to learn a bit more about the road to monetization for social media platforms.
Very important conversation. I'll give you one hint as to who one of the guests are. Think Anton Swing III.
We'll be sure to tune in to Access Now for more on those stories. But for now, stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, continues after this.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
The Ministry of Education and Technical and Vocational Training advises the public that the registration process of the 2026-2027 school year for public school students has commenced. Parents are urged to register their children before the deadline of the 31st of March, 2026. Here's what you'll need: your child's proof of identity, immunization card, their most recent transcript or report card, parents or guardians' proof of identity. Register before the deadline to ensure a seamless transition into the new school year. Don't delay. Register today.
Are you self-employed or have a small business that's looking for a faster, easier way to submit your C10 statements and pay NIB contributions? Sign up for the NIB C10 Easy Submit and Pay mobile app today. It's quick, secure, and takes just 5 simple steps. You will need a completed R1 business registration form and 2 forms of ID, a passport, voter's card, NIB card, or driver's license. Choose your role and enter your info, NI number, employer's NI number, name, and date of birth. Hit next. Enter your email. Check your inbox for the code, then type it in to verify. Upload the R1 form and your 2 forms of ID and tap submit. Track your application anytime by tapping check status. Once approved, you'll get your confirmation ad pin by email within 24 to 72 hours. Return to the app, tap register now, set your login details and enter your final code. That's it. You're now ready to manage your NIB contributions anytime, anywhere. Self-employed persons, small business owners. Skip the line, save time. Download the NIB C10 Easy Submit and Pay mobile app today.
And that does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Stress all day? Ah, my. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Go get on pantry.
Under palm trees, stress fades away. Palm Sunday vibes on a sunny day. Let it be peace. Let the love grow. Palm trees bring calmness as blessings flow.
Huh?
Hi, ma'am. You know we have more trees that way? Yes, sure. Come on.
Rocky Farms, come on down. Palm trees for Palm Sunday, wearing a crown. Relieve your stress, bring peace to stay. Get yours today at Rocky Farms Way.
Get to glow, keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, that's good enough to eat and it's good to grow.
enough to eat, then it's good to roll.
It's back. Agri-Expo 2026, presented by the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources, April 10th through 12th at the Gladstone Road Agriculture Center. Agriculture, our heritage, our future, comes alive with the latest farming technologies, exciting cooking demonstrations and competitions, Bahamian farmers and vendors from across the islands, fun for the kids at the kitty corner, nightly musical concerts, and free admission for everyone. Bring the whole family and celebrate what feeds our nation. Agri-Expo 2026. Let's get growing.
Eco-friendly program rolled out to incentivize companies to properly discard of electronic waste. We'll share more next.
Plus, CV Bethel High School celebrates its honor students at an award ceremony.
Also, former police commissioner pens a new book on policing in the Bahamas.
And in sports, it's the BAISS soccer playoffs.
Tonight, Access Now starts now.
Good evening on this Friday, Junior. I'm Royston Jones.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now.
Welcome indeed. Now, over in Boston this week, the world's best figure skaters have taken to the ice for the World Championships, where years of training come down to just a few minutes of precision.
Yeah, that must be so scary. And what stands out in these world-class events isn't just the performances, it's the discipline behind it, the hours no one sees, the consistency, and just the ability to just push through it and deliver what matters most.
That's incredible, actually. And whether it's on ice or in your everyday life, that kind of preparation has a way of showing up right when you need it the most. Let's get right into the news. March 18th was Global Recycling Day, and to celebrate, the New Providence Ecology Park launched its e-leaf certification program that seeks to help companies reduce their electronic waste. This refers to discarded computers, batteries, appliances, and other devices, and is the world's fastest growing waste stream. The new e-leaf program also encourages businesses to take greater responsibility in the handling and disposal of electronic waste and other hazardous materials. Minister of Environment and Natural Resources Zane Lightbourne underscored the importance of corporate participation in protecting the country's environment.
Environmental stewardship in the 21st century cannot be the responsibility of government alone, nor can it rely solely on the goodwill of individuals. The scale and complexity of modern environmental challenges demand structured partnerships with the private sector. They require clear standards, measurable outcomes, and systems that recognize and reward responsible corporate behavior. The e-leaf certification program provides precisely that framework.
Meanwhile, more than 200 students at CV Bethel Senior High School were celebrated for academic excellence during their annual awards ceremony Thursday. And according to school officials, 22% of them were boys. It's something administrators say is noteworthy as they work to promote stronger male academic participation.
It's a great achievement that I feel as if I work towards, and I won't say particularly I did better than others, but I will say that I worked my hardest, and this is something I feel that I deserve.
It means to me that you don't have to have it all figured out, but instead of looking at the whole staircase, just take one step at a time and keep pushing.
This recognition, it more so shows me that God's plan really works out, and that when I put my trust in Him, all things are possible, and when I put in the work, that I will reap the rewards, because as the Bible says, so a man thinketh, so is he.
The ceremony recognized students who have improved and maintained strong grade point averages, earning placement on the principal's list, along with recipients of academic awards, debate club honors, and SAT high achiever distinctions.
Such an incredible story. Now, after 43 years working as a police officer and advancing to the rank of Deputy Commissioner, Reverend Dr. John Roll is doing what he's been doing for most of his career, reporting the facts, this time through his autobiographic depiction of life in law enforcement. The book, titled A Battle for the Heart and Soul of a Nation, which is available on Amazon, recounts significant transitions within the police force and the Bahamas, including the darker times of the drug epidemic, which invariably changed the country.
And so I was inspired by God to write the history of the Bahamas during the drug era. And it was a battle, a real battle. The Bahamas were literally overrun by drug trafficking. Well, I hope they will see the danger in drug smuggling or any type of crime, and turn away from crime because crime does not pay.
Be sure to get your hands on your copy. Still to come, content creators get a meeting with the Prime Minister, and two of them join us next to share what they want to hear during the conversation. That's next.
And of course, Diane Dorset has your Access weather forecast, so stay close.
The Little Voices of Xavier's Lower School officially welcomed Education Minister Glenys Hannah Martin and several other ministry officials. Minister Hannah Martin shared a message that spoke directly to students and teachers at the school.
We're doing that because we want every child in this country to know and understand that they are valued, that we understand that how well you do is how well this country will be. We also want to say to the teachers nationally, I always say, and Father Conrad, you have to excuse me, I think one of the closest professions to God is teaching. Because you have in that classroom, sorry about that, in the classroom, that interface with that child's energy, intellect, spirit, heart, hopes, dreams, aspirations, potential. The teacher interfaces with that on a daily basis.
Principal Cooper shared what excellence looks like at the school.
For us, it's ensuring that they have a firm foundation in literacy and numeracy, and that one of the tenets of our Catholic education are expectations, and there are 8 of them, and we try to ensure that our students meet those expectations by the time they leave South.
Student Roman Turnquest shared what he enjoys most about the school.
I think it's a good school. I feel like the teachers are very nice, and I feel like the principal is nice, and I feel like it's a good school.
I'm Priden Wilson, and this is Ed Talk.
New roads and airports are connecting our islands. Energy reform is bringing electricity prices down, while young Bahamians are stepping up, gaining new skills for new opportunities. Respect for workers. Support for entrepreneurs. We're modernizing energy and infrastructure across our islands and preparing Bahamians to succeed in a new economy. Transformations this big take time. Let's choose progress.
You already started. You turned your passion into income. Time to level up. The Tourism Development Corporation's calling entrepreneurs ages 18 to 35 to enter the Blue, Orange, and Green Economy Pitch Competition on March 30th. If you're building something connected to tourism, this is your opportunity. This is your chance. Visit tdcbahamas.com to learn more about the different economies, program eligibility, and apply by March 23rd.
Good evening, Marlena and Royston. It's March 26th, Friday Eve, and it's time for your Access weather forecast. Your quick look at what's shaping our weather for the next few days. It sure has been a gorgeous week with lots of sunshine, dry conditions, and pleasantly warm temperatures. All good things must come to an end, though. Our satellite picture shows showers over parts of the central and southeast Bahamas associated with a mid-level trough that is moving eastward across the area. Meanwhile, a cluster of clouds in the western Caribbean linked to a mid-level low is now forecasted to move eastward across the central and southeast Bahamas on Sunday, triggering scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms across those areas. And behind that system, a building high pressure will move in, generating very strong winds and rough seas heading into next week, which brings us to our boating forecast. In the northwest Bahamas tonight through Friday, winds will be easterly at 10 to 15 knots with seas at 2 to 4 feet. We'll get low tides at 9:13 this evening and again at 10:21 in the morning. And in the central and southeast Bahamas, as those systems move, winds will be easterly at 12 to 18 knots with seas at 3 to 6 feet and a small craft advisory in effect. Now on Saturday in the northwest and central Bahamas, winds will be northeast at 10 to 15 knots with seas at 2 to 4 feet. There'll be a low tide at 11:22 in the morning. followed by a high tide at 5:21 in the afternoon. And finally, in the southeast Bahamas, winds will be northeast to east at 12 to 18 knots, with seas at 3 to 6 feet, and that small craft advisory still in effect. It's time now for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
They say we on lockdown? But we went to that. I'm tired, yeah. Life inside ain't as easy as it seems. Sit back, let me tell you exactly what I mean. The children stay fighting, they up everything. I'm working like a slave, while he sits up like a king. Can I help you? You see.
That was your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. And that wraps up your Access weather forecast. But join me again at 11 for a full weather update. Have a great evening, everyone. Royston and Marlena.
It makes me feel great. It's a nice, chill day. It's Friday. Time to unwind, relax, and just have a great time.
I feel very appreciated. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a part of the people team, but as an employee of BTC, I think that they are doing a good job to show their commitment to the people of the company.
We recognized our employees yesterday. Now we want to celebrate with our employees. We want to show them that we love you, we care, and we can have fun. It's all good to do the work, but you gotta have a little fun. Very appreciative that we are being celebrated and in a grand way. And we are a company that shows that they love their staff and they want to treat them well.
Listen, it feels great. Listen, they tried to bring Old Bay seasoning. They tried to bring Lisa Ray to bring out the food. They tried to study Bobby Flay. But guess what? It was just B2B and 5. We got it. We got it locked down. See y'all next year, baby.
Looks like they're having a great time at PTC. Meanwhile, hundreds of Bahamian content creators and influencers have already signed up to sit face-to-face with Prime Minister the Honourable Philip Davis and his team on Sunday to hear what the government has planned in its move to finally get local creators natively monetized on social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and of course, TikTok.
Absolutely. Just ahead of that meeting, we chat with two creators, Tamiko Sawyerboy Sawyer and Maradona Tinker, otherwise known as Bahama Mara, who are no strangers to your social media feed, and they'll be sharing with us what they hope this meeting entails and what they really want to see coming out of it.
Thank you so much for joining us on Access.
Our pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Now, I have to ask you, as creators, what does this meeting on Sunday mean for you as creators? What does it signal about what's coming and what's shifting?
Growth, more opportunity, ways to monetize content that we already create. That'll inspire us to keep creating because, you know, you're being rewarded for your work. So we're looking for features to be open to us that we otherwise don't have access to because of our region. And we love our region.
Yeah, for sure.
We love the Bahamas, right? But we need the gates to open up a bit more.
Right, it's more than just inspiration, it's being able to support yourself with it too. Because everyone's like, oh, you just take a video and you post it. There's a lot of work that goes into that behind the scenes.
You're no strangers to the space. You both have engaging and large audiences, but as you said, it is, and I'm curious about it, what's the challenges in currently monetizing some of your content that you're creating at the moment?
Well, challenges, we can't monetize it. So it's like, you know, unless you're somewhere else and you do it, you probably could do it, but for the people who stuck right here in the Bahamas and not stuck, but here, we're trying to do it from here. It's a wall, and it's a wall that we're glad that we actually having this meeting on Sunday because this is something that we've been talking about for years. And it kind of shows us that we're actually being seen. You know, they're looking at the creators now and seeing that, oh, this ain't just some people who doing a hobby.
It's a legit business.
You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
These more popular platforms, unless you're doing it directly for some sort of corporate company.
Correct.
I think so far that's been the only way to try to spin your influence into something financial. And Bahamian content content creators are putting in that, they are so consistent with it too.
They put in that work.
Yes.
And we look good out there because we do have something different too, where we do have the talent as everybody else, but what we have an advantage of is our scenery.
Yes.
We go outside and go on the beach and do content on the beach, and do content in nature and all of these good stuff where people can't. They'll have to fly over here just to get those content.
Just to get the environment.
You know what I mean?
They pay for that to come over here and do something.
Exactly.
How would it change your life as creators to actually finally get this monetization on your social media platforms?
Tings.
Yeah.
Tings.
We love things.
We love things.
It opens up a bigger door. Because now, like, we sit down, most of us sit down and do this for the love of it.
Right.
Right? And you see many of us doing it because we love it. But when you add that monetization there, like we get money from this, and now we're thinking about it even more, and now you get these bigger ideas that come around that you could actually go out there and get paid from.
And the growth with online. You can invest more in your equipment, you know, you can spend more time.
Yeah.
It's incredible that the quality of content creation is so high in the country with perhaps limited resources because we're not being monetized, incentivized to do it otherwise.
Exactly.
About the meeting coming up, which is on Sunday, I believe.
Sunday.
What are you expecting to come out of that meeting?
Great conversation. I'm hoping they have a Q&A section so we could figure out.
There's a whole panel discussion, and there's a guest speaker. Mia Motley would be there.
You guys just told me. I am so excited. So shout out to Barbados. I love them so much. I miss Motley. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to meet her. But we're hoping that we have great conversations, see how we can grow together moving forward, where everyone wins. You know, it's 2026. Let's move forward for us, for the young folks and the old folks coming after us that want to be content creators, so they can monetize their passion.
I have to ask you on that note, do you have any advice for those who want to enter the space of content creation?
Until we fix it, use another region. That's my advice right now.
That's the monetization part.
That's the monetization part.
I feel like we got a little ahead of ourselves initially because we were teasing that you guys were coming on, familiar faces from your feed. But just in case someone's watching at home and this is their first time meeting you, can you just tell us a little bit about your niches within social media content?
You start.
All right, well, social media, I do content creating, commercials, hosting, radio personality, TV producer, all of these things. And all of that came from just doing one video. So what I'll tell anybody, like when I started doing this, I was in the bank. And I just did one video, and that one video changed my whole entire life. So now it's to a point where, like I said, we used to doing this for fun, but now we getting paid for it.
Yeah.
And you can stay at home and just make content and put out content and just, you know, keep your baby and everything. You know, you can raise your children at home and work at home and get paid from home and not even have to come out of the country. And do what you love.
And what about you, Maradona?
Well, I love home very much. So my content is very much showcasing the Bahamas through the lens of a Bahamian that lives here, my perspective. Showing Bahamians how they can go outside and enjoy what we have, because we take it for granted far too much, and inviting the world to join in on the fun.
Beautiful.
You know, travel tips and tricks.
And just your social media handles really quick before we let you go.
Bahama Mara. Bahama Mara.
Yeah, Sawyer Boy TV.
Yes.
All right.
Sawyer Boy TV, straight across the board.
Looking forward to more content, and hopefully the conversation on Sunday is meaningful and advancing.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. And we look forward to seeing what comes out of that meeting on Sunday.
Same too.
Now make sure you stay with us. Your latest from ZNS Total Sports is up next.
Launch into this spring with the savings you only get at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Seabass tuna, 5 ounces, 84 cents. Rainbow corned beef, 12 ounces, $2.39. Jakar vegetable oil, 40 ounces, $4.49. Chicken drumsticks, $1.19 per pound. Seabass raw shrimp, $41.50, 12 ounces, $5.99. The savings you are craving are on special at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Imagine putting $25 gas in your car, scanning the QR code, and winning a whole cruise and so much more. Well, that could be you with the New Year, New Things promotion happening right now at Rubis. From now until March 27, spend $25 or more in fuel and win one of our amazing prizes, such as $500 worth of Rubis gift cards, Fidelity prepaid Visa cards, BPL vouchers, a 3-night stay at the Margaritaville Hotel, a PS5, and we'll be sending a lucky person on a cruise. I can't wait to see what you win. It's New Year, New Things with Rubis. Don't forget, spend $25 or more, scan the QR code, fill out the form, upload your receipt, enter, and win. That's my boo. I ain't getting leave. I can see y'all on the cruise. Don't leave me, don't leave me.
Just try believing all this power in your frequency. All these doubts may have us shaking, but what's learned was never needless. Just breathe it. Just breathe it.
Born in Roma fragrances and the new Born in Roma Green Stravaganza, Valentino.
Available at Lurix Duty Free, Bay and Parliament, Old Fort Bay, Marathon Mall and Palmdale.
Some burgers are simple. The Barbecue Crispy King, this one goes all in. Smoky barbecue sauce, crispy bacon, flame grilled beef, stacked high flavor in every bite. In Nassau, we don't do small, and we definitely don't do boring. And when morning hits, the Breakfast Barbecue Crispy King has that bam to start the day. Burger King Nassau, triple down on big flavor.
Welcome to your Thursday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. The BAISS soccer playoffs underway at the Roscoe Davies soccer pitch, where Eugene Stewart was roaming the sidelines and let us know who advanced in this report.
Day 2 of the BAISS playoff series continuing yesterday at the Roscoe Davies playing field. 2 games for the junior boys as the first-place Lyford Key International School Dragons took on the Giants of St. John's College. Lyford would get out to an early 4-0 start to begin the half, but in the end, this one a no-brainer for the Dragons as they would advance to the championships for the junior boys by a final score of 12-0. For the second junior boys matchup, the Comets of Queen's College faced off against Windsor School. QC would draw first blood in the 28th minute, while Windsor would fight back to tie things up, but the Comets remained defensive to end the first half. After regrouping, it would be Windsor tying things up at 1 apiece to take this game to overtime, but after a scoreless 5 minutes, it would all come down to the penalty kicks, where the Comets would soar their way to victory 5-3. But all was not lost for Windsor School as head coach Terry Delancey says the lads are a tiny but mighty group.
Yeah, it was a very difficult one. Majority of our team consists of 7th graders. So it was a very young team, a very physically inferior team than most of the teams we played against. So we tried to find some ways around it, and we got the unlucky end of the stick today. We played much better in the second half than we did in the first half, and we were able to make it a much more competitive game. And then it just came down to the wire. Very unfortunate circumstances. A lot of the younger kids, this is their first time playing in such an atmosphere, surroundings, with all these type of people. So a lot of them were very nervous at the beginning. But, after the first goal, they started to realize that they could play a little bit more, and then they started to show a little bit of what they could do as a team.
And in the final matchup of the evening, it would be Windsor School taking on the Lyford Key International School Dragons. But for the Dragons, this matchup a one-sided affair as they would advance to the Senior Girls Championship 7-0. All BAISS Championship matchup for the junior and senior divisions begin April 14th from the Roscoe Davies playing field. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I'm Eugene Stewart.
And the fish are biting over in Cat Island as their 8th annual fish-off getting underway. Our Mateus Stewart has more in this report.
The 8th annual Cat Island Down Home Fish-Off officially got underway tonight with an opening ceremony setting the tone for what organizers say will be an exciting few days ahead. The festival, which runs from March 25th to 28th, celebrates Cat Island's rich marine and fishing industry while bringing together local fishermen for friendly competition and community pride. Founder Nathaniel Gilbert says this year's event is especially meaningful as the festival continues to grow.
We look forward for great things to happen. We look forward for this event to be a bigger and better one. We always look for better. I like to pass my legacy on, and I like it to be go on to the youths. I like the youths to grab it and run with it because it's such a good industry. It's one of the greatest industry in the world.
The fish-off is not only about competition, though, but also sportsmanship and camaraderie among boaters and residents, while giving visitors a true taste of island life. Returning competitors are also gearing up, including a 2-time champion hoping to secure his 3rd win.
It's pretty good to be last year winner and the previous year before that. And
As long as we put God first, might be this year.
As the first major calendar event for Cat Island, organizers say the festival is expected to give a strong boost to the local economy, generating revenue through seafood sales and support for small businesses. From the Cat Island Down Home Fishing Festival, I'm Matea Stewart.
And that's been a look at your sports on this Thursday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
Solomon's, we don't just believe in great brands. We believe in creating unforgettable memories and celebrating everyday living with you and your family. Every aisle is filled with all you need. A great value with variety and a selection of all your favorite groceries and products. Saving you time and keeping you on a budget. Great food changes everything. Shop at your local Solomon's for food, for family, for you.
Bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang.
Come and visit us at Shop Smart, 'cause everything is here.
Yes, we have it all for you. Toys, clothing, office supplies, appliances, custom cut blinds, bedding, drapes, and rugs. Come and visit us on Mackey Street, 2 blocks down from Wolf Road. Call us at 698-1052.
Shop Smart, Shop Smart, that's Shop Smart. Oh, everything is here.
You're looking at a shot of the Arawak Container Port by our very own D. Shane Gibson. And we've got another featured pet for you today. Take a look at who's celebrating a first birthday.
Coming up on your screen, that should be Duke, a golden retriever and pet of U.S. Ambassador Herschel Walker and his wife Julie. They say Duke is the official family greeter who loves meeting new people and playing all day long. I think Duke deserves his own segment.
Oh my gosh, yes,
I'm
the
call
sunglasses.
him Diplomatic Duke from now on.
Diplo Duke.
Diplo Duke.
There you go.
I love that. Look at Duke. Don't forget, if you want to be featured like Duke, send us your fun pics. Email them to btaccessnow@gmail.com. That's a wrap for us here at Access Now.
And stay tuned for a rebroadcast of the Free National Movement's official campaign launch at 8 p.m. Good night, everybody.